Well, g'day YouTube and Facebook Live. Welcome to Sydney Dragway and the Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday. We've got our first group of cars on their way out. Bryce Lucas in the Twin Lakes Automotive Commodore all the way down from Wyong on the way down. Well, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait for the cars to grid up, Josh Howarth, as I mentioned, is out first in How's That? Also sponsored by Crazy Customs. And in beside him is Ray, one of our Sydney Dragway officials and also an absolute burnout head. Josh, you're the first person out. Are you looking forward to going out and letting loose?
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen! Woo!
I think Josh is a little bit pumped. And if you're watching via YouTube and our Facebook Live page, guys, that's what burnouts are all about. It's all about the passion, not only on the pad, but also the burnout family up in Burnout Central as well. I'm actually a little bit excited tonight. There's a very good friend of mine who's coming out to skid tonight. I have not seen him skid in a very, very long time. Jonathan Bartolo coming out a little bit later. Was a big part of the burnouts in the early days when I first started here at Sydney Dragway. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Josh Howarth to kick off the burnouts for tonight in How's That. Next up, we got one of our pro cars coming out all the way down from the Central Coast. It's Bryce Lucas. Well, Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for Bryce Lucas. Next up, we've got the Top Gun Commercial Constructions Gemini, one of the sponsors of burnouts. Great stuff there from the Gemini. Next up, we've got On Mang is about to hit the pad. Let's see if On Man can get those rear tyres off. He's got 2 minutes. What a great skid there from On Mang. All right, next up on the pad, we've got the Wild Child coming out for his first skid, and then he'll be out a little bit later, and he's going to do a gender reveal. The Wild Child, he's still got 2 minutes, but it sounds like the engine has died on him. Oh, it doesn't look too good there for the Wild Child. All right, guys, well, just while we get the Wild Child hooked up, we're just going to take a few words from our sponsors here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday.
Aeroflow Performance provides a wide range of high-quality performance products for racers, street machines and hot rodders.
Stay informed, up to date and entertained thanks to the Western Weekender. The Western Weekender is Penrith's leading free and local newspaper, delivering the best content from on-the-ground journalists and providing businesses with direct access to potential customers. News, sport, entertainment, puzzles and so much more. The Western Weekender is the heartbeat of Penrith and it's out every Thursday. Get your free copy at selected locations in the area, home delivered, or check out westernweekender.com.au.
I've chosen to use VP Racing fuel since I was a teenager racing motocross, which was 21 years ago now. I just have a really personal trust with VP Racing fuels.
Running on the ragged edge of blowing up and not, a lot of it has to do with the race fuel, and that's what we rely on, VP Racing fuels.
VP has been making racing fuel for 43 years. They're the official fuel of multiple top series globally. No matter where we are in the world, no matter what fuel we need, it's always consistent, it's always perfect and exactly what we're expecting and our tuners expecting. They support myself, my Drift Alliance bros, and for that, I'm extremely thankful. Keep making amazing fuels, and we'll keep out there having fun.
Well, guys, just getting the pad cleared up after Wild Child. Unfortunately, a little bit of metal being picked up off the pad, so that's never a good sign. Next up on the pad is a regular on a Wednesday night at our Aeroflow Race for Real. Sydney Dragway, make some noise for Mr. Grumpy. Good skid there from Mr. Grumpy. Next up on the pad, we've got Woodfree about to come out now. Part of the Joe Tune group. Great skid there from Woodfree. Next up on the pad, we've got Clipper that is about to come out. Just get our fireys just to check the pad. Make sure it is safe before we send Clipper. If you're at home or you're around the world watching us via YouTube or Facebook, let us know. Send us through some comments. This is how we do burnouts here in Sydney. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for Clipper. All right, next up on the pad, we've got the second of the Twin Lakes Automotive Commodores. This time we've got Bankrupt. Now this is Bankrupt's second only skid on this pad. He just said he's a little bit nervous. I said, don't worry about it. It's like riding a bike. I'm sure Bryce will be watching the live stream. All right, Sydney, here we go. Fingers up. Bankrupt, I did see a little flash of flame underneath it. And he has done the right thing. Stopped immediately for our fire crew to have a look at the car. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for Bankrupt. I'm not going to lie, guys. I've been calling a fair bit of drag racing lately, but there is nothing like coming back and calling burnouts and seeing all you guys up in the crowd. You guys rock. Now, one thing too, guys, as I mentioned earlier, we are live streaming this entire event. Not only are we going around Australia, but we are also going all around the world. Now, we normally get people that tune in from America. Sometimes there's a couple of people from Germany. A lot of people from England that do tune in. And I bet after watching tonight, I reckon they'd be tempted to hop on a plane and come out to one of our burnout events here at Sydney Dragway. Well, guys, just while we get Bankrupt hooked up, we're going to go to a few words from our sponsors. You're here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday.
Aeroflow Performance provides a wide range of high-quality performance products for racers, street machines and hot rodders. From fittings, fuel system components, intake solutions and even turbocharger systems, you can see it all at aeroflowperformance.com.
Speed Addict Clothing Co. Fast clothes for fast people. Shop now at speedaddictco.com.au.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's Home and Contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be.
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
Whether you're building a street machine or a race car, Aeroflow Performance has a solution for you. Our ever-increasing range features boosted turbocharger systems, Bosch Motorsport products, X-Pro electrical systems, hoses and fittings, bang shift shifters, differential parts and fabrication components. You can see it all on aeroflowperformance.com.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday here at Sydney Dragway. We just had Bankrupt on the pad. If you're watching via YouTube and Facebook Live, just going to do a little bit of a clean-up. There's a little flash of flame that came out from underneath the car, but our track crew and fire crew are on just getting this little bit of oil all soaked up with the kitty litter. Now, towards the end of the next month as well, ladies and gentlemen, if you log onto the Sydney Dragway Facebook page, you'll soon start to see a lot of media presses for the second round of the National Drag Racing Championship here at Sydney Dragway. Now, a little bit different on this one too. We don't have Top Fuel. What we do have, though, are Top Fuel funny cars. And there was a post that came out today. A gentleman by the name of Tommy Johnson Jr. with an Aeroflow shirt on, so hopefully that means we will see Tommy making the trek out from America and having a steer of one of Graham Cowan's 10,000 horsepower nitro funny cars. As you can see on the camera, our cars for the second group just lined up patiently out the back just while we get this pad all sorted. I'd like to take this second as well and just say g'day to Nicole, who's up in the crowd. There you are, right at the front of Burnout Central. It wouldn't be a burnout comp without you here. I don't know where your partner in crime is, though. I think she's being soft. All right, next up on the pad, our last car for the first group, it's gonna blow. Oh, gonna blow, not over your rear bar. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for Gonna Blow. Gonna Blow. Tried to fire it up and a fair bit of flame coming out the back of it. All right, guys, just while we get Gonna Blow hooked up to the quad, we're going to take a few words from our sponsors. You're here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday.
Aeroflow, famous for our massive range of hose, fittings and performance products. Air filters, oil filters, fittings, engine and transmission parts, fuel systems, tanks, silicone hose, exhaust, air conditioning, turbo and nitrous accessories and more. Get your free catalogue and shop online now at aeroflowperformance.com.
How would it be if we funded a pilot program for you to run that enabled you to bring some vision impaired kids onto the Saints Play program?
Oh wow, that would mean the world. My reward is the smile on the kids' faces.
And since you've given so much to others, we'd also like to do something for you personally. How would it feel if Pepper sent you, your partner, and your daughter Molly to the Gold Coast for a few days?
Yeah, awesome. I don't know what to say. It amazes me. Thank you very much.
Stay informed, up to date and entertained thanks to Para News. Para News is Parramatta and the Cumberland area's leading free and local newspaper, delivering the best content from on-the-ground journalists and providing businesses with direct access to potential customers. News, sport, entertainment, puzzles and so much more. Para News really is the heartbeat of Parramatta and Cumberland, and it's out every Tuesday. Get your free copy at selected locations in the area or check out paranews.com.au.
Bang shift shifters from Aeroflow Performance are truly the modern shifter for the modern age. Featuring a full bespoke billet case, all shifters are designed for right-hand drive vehicles with an LED lit gear position indicator. Available in either ratchet or gated options, as well as OEM replacement shifters for popular Holden and Ford vehicles. A large range of bang shift spares are available for each shifter that includes shifter cables, brackets, lever and gate kits, trans brake buttons and drop boxes for the ideal mounting solution. Shift into gear and check out a full listing at aeroflowperformance.com.
All right, Sydney Dragway, we're back here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday as our second group come out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there's a gentleman in the crowd tonight. His name is Bailey. I hear it's your birthday, Bailey. Happy 6th birthday, buddy. I know you love the burnouts. And what a way to spend your birthday. All right, next up on the pad, I don't know if Bailey's a Ford fan, but we've got one of Sydney's fastest pizza delivery drivers. He's driving an AU Falcon, Nan's 4-litre. And I know that Will standing beside me is a big fan of the AUs. How do you reckon this thing's going to go in the skid, Will?
Oh, I reckon it's going to go beautiful.
Beautiful. All right, let's see how he goes. Oh, Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for Nan's 4 litre. I'll tell you what, that Ford is indestructible. Next up on the pad, we've got Dirty VS. This guy always puts on a great skid here in Sydney Dragway. All right, guys, next up on the pad, we got another Commodore. It is Mr. Ascendi. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for Mr. Sandy. All right, next up on the pad, I did say the driver of this car looks a little bit too clean to hit a burnout pad. It was supposed to be a street car, but hey, it's turned into a burnout car. Sydney Dragway, get those fingers in the air for ADHD VS. Oh yeah, Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for ADHD VS. I'll tell you what, it's one thing to commentate next to the pad, but it's one thing to commentate up here in Burnout Central. Sydney, enjoy the burnouts! I think you can do a little bit better than that. Sydney, you love the burnouts! That's more like it. Just remember, guys, we're going all around the world, and I know you guys are crazy, and I love crazy people. So get those fingers up in the air, show those people all around the world that we are the burnout state of Australia. All right, next up on pad, we've got AU Clapped. AU Clapped, who's got 20 seconds. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together for AU Clapped. All right, Sydney, we've got the next of our pro cars about to come out now. If you are a Commodore supporter, get those fingers up because VK for War is about to come out. Oh no, a bit of a barbecue there for VK for War. It was a great entry onto the pad. A lot of attitude. He's got 1 minute 50 left. Oh, still a fair bit of flame coming out the back of VK for War. Aeroflow, Tyre Thrashing Thursday, turning it on here at Sydney Dragway. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for VK for War. All right, next up on the pad, guys, we've got the Hoodlum. Is about to come out now for his first skid. Great stuff there from the Hoodlum. All right, next up on the pad, we've got the Ute coming out, otherwise known as Husey will be coming out. And then after that, we've got Hate Feds, a very clean looking Falcon Ute. And then after that, we've got LS Hater. The Wagon will be coming out. Now, did I read rightly that this is the last skid for LS Hater? Is that right?
No, it's maybe the last skid of this car. But hopefully, Mirror Day, I'll be ready soon. I'll be back to me 5 litre, loving life.
Lovely. Great stuff there from Hizzy. Don't forget, guys, after the event, the next couple of days, if you want to rewatch the action, you can check out Red Devil Skid Vids on Facebook. All right, next up, we got Hate Feds. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Hate Feds. All right, next up on the pad, LS Hater, the first of the wagons. It's our last car for Group 2. Not a too good a sign. There's a bit of black smoke coming out from the engine. Let's see if we can restart it. Sydney Dragway, let's give him some encouragement. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for LS Hater. I think she's on her last legs. Oh, she's restarted. Well, I hope you're enjoying the action on YouTube and Facebook as much as the Burnout family are. Here at Sydney Dragway, the Pocket Rocket's fired up. I reckon even Woody's fired up as well, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Ben, there's a Woody. Oh, I just murdered Woody. I'm sorry, Woody. Well, guys, we're just going to give the pad a bit of a quick clean-up, then we'll get our next group of cars out. You're here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday here at Sydney Dragway. We'll get a few words from some of our sponsors.
Bank said no to your home loan? Talk to us.
Not a bank.
Talk to Australia's real-life non-bank for home loans, car loans, personal loans. Pepper Money, the home of loan options.
Turbochargers from Aeroflow Performance are designed for the automotive enthusiast who wants optimal performance at a competitive price. We have a manual turbocharger and 360-degree journal bearing options to suit your power goals. To help turbocharge your vehicle, Aeroflow Performance also have a large range of turbocharger accessories. You can have your car boosted in no time. For a full listing, check out aeroflowperformance.com.
Not slow.
Not difficult.
Not just ticking boxes.
Not a bank.
Talk to Australia's real-life non-bank for home loans, car loans, personal loans. Pepper Money, the home of loan options.
Well, welcome back to Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday here at Sydney Dragway. And man, what a group we've got coming up now. Just before we get started, Sydney Dragway, can I get a hell yeah? I'll tell you what, guys, we've got the Kaludi group coming out. Jacko's Lux is in this group as well, a guy that is up and coming in the burnout scene. It won't be long and he'll be in the top 3. He's a great steerer. Let's kick it off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Mad Dog is out next. The last skid in this shell from the Kalidi Clothing Company Group. Oh, we're going to fire in the back of the Mad Dog. Well, it is the last skid for this shell. I suppose if you're going to do it, you're going to do it big. It has been a very, very good car, that one of the Mad Dog. Sydney Dragway, make some noise for the Mad Dog. Well, you better keep that cheering going, Sydney, because next up on the pad, next up on the pad, and riding shotgun is Shane Wood. But we've got Hate This coming out. Shorty's Performance helping them out with the engines. Of course, the Kalidi Clothing Company, big supporters of their group as well. Here we go. Oh, massive barbecue out of the back. I Hate This. Big barbecue. City Dragway, make some noise for Hate This. City Dragway, put your hands together for Hate This. Well, if you're going to do it big, you do it big. Next up on the pad is a car that I've got a bit of a soft spot for. I love this car. I love seeing it here at Sydney Dragway. The beautiful looking VK called Zero Fs. Great skid there from Zero Fs. That thing is an absolute weapon. Zero Fs always puts on a great skid here at Sydney Dragway. And I love that car. I've got a soft spot for the VKs. All right, guys, next up on the pad, this gentleman and I go back 10 years. It's heaps legit. Jonathan Bartolo, one of the original members of the Burnout Mafia. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Jonathan Bartolo in Heaps Legit. All right, Sydney Dragway, can I get you all upstanding, please? This is a really good feel story. This guy's been building this car for a very, very long time. He's only a young guy. His name's Jake. Having a go. And maybe just a little bit of flame that our fireys have picked up out of having a go. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together. Young Jakey and having a go. I know for a fact that there are a lot of people that are very, very happy to see Jake back on the burnout pad, doing what he loves. He's been building it for a long, long time. All right, guys, just while we get Jakey sorted on the pad, we might throw to our sponsors. You're here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday.
Bikereview.com.au is Australia's leading website for performance and modified motorcycles. Bikereview.com.au is the only motorcycle-focused website to feature motorcycle drag racing on a regular basis. And in the words of editor Jeff Ware, our involvement with Sydney Dragway is our way of putting back into one of our favourite sports. Bikereview.com.au.
Aeroflow Performance provides a wide range of high-quality performance products for racers, street machines and hot rodders.
Stay informed, up to date and entertained thanks to the Western Weekender. The Western Weekender is Penrith's leading free and local newspaper, delivering the best content from on-the-ground journalists and providing businesses with direct access to potential customers. News, sport, entertainment, puzzles and so much more. The Western Weekender is the heartbeat of Penrith and it's out every Thursday. Get your free copy at selected locations in the area, home delivered, or check out westernweekender.com.au.
Well, welcome back to Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday here at Sydney Dragway. Next up on the pad, we got another of the Kalidi Clothing Company cars from Maximum, also sponsored by Maximum Shine Mobile Detailing. It's too easy. Good solid skid there from Too Easy. A couple of stickers there for the kids. The Kalidi Clothing Company group doing a great job. And the goodies bag thrown up. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together for Too Easy. All right, next up on the pad, without a doubt, the one man that you cannot get a smile off his face. He absolutely loves his burnouts. From Glossodia Mechanical, it's Neil Lentoul, and Christian from Lola is riding shotgun in the rodeo. This man does know how to put on a good skid. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Neil and Smoko. All right, Sydney, are you guys still awake? Are you guys still pumped? It's time to get ready because we've got one of our pro cars about to come out now. Sydney Dragway, are you ready for Jacko's Lux? Oh no! Jacko! Sydney Dragway, make some noise for Jacko's Lux. That is a little bit unfortunate that he hit the tyre. Sydney, he's out of the car. If you're at home and you're watching on YouTube, our Sydney Dragway official page, or Facebook Live, I hope you love that skid. That's what I call letting it all hang out on the burnout pad. Well, Sydney, just while we get this car attended to, we're just going to get a few words from our sponsors. You're here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday.
I've chosen to use VP racing fuel since I was a teenager racing motocross, which was 21 years ago now. I just have a really personal trust with VP racing fuels.
Running on the ragged edge of blowing up and not, a lot of it has to do with the race fuel, and that's what we rely on, VP racing fuels.
VP has been making racing fuel for 43 years. They're the official fuel of multiple top series globally. No matter where we are in the world, no matter what fuel we need, it's always consistent, it's always perfect and exactly what we're expecting and our tuners expecting. They support myself, my Drift Alliance bros, and for that, I'm extremely thankful. Keep making amazing fuels, and we'll keep out there having fun.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday. Our last car of this group, we got the Falcon Ute Berserk making its way out. All right, 30 seconds he's got left. Can he get a tyre off in 30 seconds? And there we go, guys, Berserk. A little bit longer than 3 minutes to get both tyres off. But nevertheless, the Falcon managed to get them off. Well, Sydney Dragway, that group was unreal. Put your hands together for Berserk. All right, guys, I dare say we're going to do a bit of a clean of the pad. We've still got some cars sitting out the back. So what we'll do, guys, we'll throw to a few words from our sponsors. You're here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday with the Burnout family.
Aeroflow Performance provides a wide range of high-quality performance products for racers, street machines and hot rodders. From fittings, fuel system components, intake solutions and even turbocharger systems, you can see it all at aeroflowperformance.com.
Speed Addict Clothing Co. Fast clothes for fast people. Shop now at speedaddictco.com.au.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's,
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover.
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 13 46 46 for a quote.
All right, guys, we've got more cars coming out. Bryce Lucas is coming out now. With Bryce, well, of course, Wildchild unfortunately has broken. So the gender reveal that was due to be done by Wildchild is going to be done by Bryce Lucas in the Twin Lakes Automotive Commodore.
At home watching.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get back into the burnouts. I see the Top Gun Commercial Construction Gemini is back out for another skid. Of course, one of the great sponsors of Brush and Hats. We send our wishes to Mick and Linda. Hopefully we'll see them back skidding very, very soon. Great stuff there from the Commodore. Hey guys, we got Dean from Top Gun Commercial Construction. How you going, buddy?
Good, mate, good. Really keen to send it again, and yeah, good night. Thanks everyone for coming out, and don't skid the streets. Get your car down here, be a part of this.
Absolutely. Great words there from Dean, the Top Gun Commercial Construction, Gemini. All right, next up we've got I Hate APA. Well, the engine's gone out there for I Hate EPA. He's still got 1 minute left. Can he restart it? All right, guys, looks like we've got to get I Hate EPA towed off the pad. So what we'll do, guys, we've got a few words from our sponsors. You're here at Aeroflow Skids, and it's going to be an awesome night.
Whether you're building a street machine or a race car, Aeroflow Performance has a solution for you. Our ever-increasing range features boosted turbocharger systems, Bosch Motorsport products, X-Pro electrical systems, hoses and fittings, bang shift shifters, differential parts and fabrication components. You can see it all on aeroflowperformance.com.
Aeroflow, famous for our massive range of hose, fittings and performance products. Air filters, oil filters, fittings, engine and transmission parts, fuel systems, tanks, silicone hose, exhaust, air conditioning, turbo and nitrous accessories and more. Get your free catalogue and shop online now at aeroflowperformance.com.
How would it be if we funded a pilot program for you to run that enabled you to bring some vision impaired kids onto the Saints Play program?
Oh wow, that would mean the world. My reward is the smile on the kids' faces.
And since you've given so much to others, we'd also like to do something for you personally. But how would it feel if Pepper sent you, your partner, and your daughter Molly to the Gold Coast for a few days?
Yeah, awesome. I don't know what to say. It amazes me. Thank you very much.
Stay informed, up to date and entertained thanks to Para News. Para News is Parramatta and the Cumberland area's leading free and local newspaper, delivering the best content from on-the-ground journalists and providing businesses with direct access to potential customers. News, sport, entertainment, puzzles and so much more. Para News really is the heartbeat of Parramatta and Cumberland, and it's out every Tuesday. Get your free copy at selected locations in the area or check out paranews.com.au.
Bang.
Great stuff there from Dean in the Top Gun commercial construction Gemini. Next up, we got the gender reveal that was due to be done by Wildchild, but unfortunately he threw a rod out. So he's kindly donated his tyres to Bryce Lucas in Whoops, and the Twin Lakes Automotive Commodore is going to do the gender reveal. How many of you reckon it's going to be a girl? How many of you think it's going to be a boy? Well, we're about to find out. Bryce is about to let loose. Put your hands together for Bryce Lucas, the gender reveal, the baby girl for Wildchild. All right, next up on the pad, we've got the AU Falcon to put on a good, great skid for his first one, Nan's 4 litre.
let you go.
Great skid there from Nan's 4 litre. Borrowing the Domino sign for tonight. Usually sitting on that white ute. And next up on the pad, we're going to have On Mang. Great stuff there from On Mang. Sydney Dragway, put your hands together. That thing did a solid skid on his first run. This time he certainly gave it heaps on the pad. Hopefully it's not too much damage and be able to get that car fixed up. Well, I hope you're enjoying all the action here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday here at Sydney Dragway. My name's Pocket Rocket. I don't know about you guys. You guys fired up? Oh, not many of you are. I know you're fired up. You're always fired up. That's why we love having you here. Thank you, mate. Well, guys, we got this car towed off. So while we're getting this car towed off, we'll just throw up to our sponsors. You hear it at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday. Plenty more action still to come.
Bang shift shifters from Aeroflow Performance are truly the modern shifter for the modern age. Featuring a full bespoke billet case, all shifters are designed for right-hand drive vehicles with an LED lit gear position indicator. Available in either ratchet or gated options, as well as OEM replacement shifters for popular Holden and Ford vehicles. A large range of bang shift spares are available for each shifter that includes shifter cables, brackets, lever and gate kits, trans brake buttons and drop boxes for the ideal mounting solution. Shift into gear and check out a full listing at...
Bank said no to your home loan? Talk to us.
Not a bank.
Talk to Australia's real-life non-bank for home loans, car loans, personal loans. Pepper Money, the home of loan options.
Boosted turbochargers from Aeroflow Performance are designed for the automotive enthusiast who wants optimal performance at a competitive price. We have a range of turbochargers in both ceramic ball bearing and 360-degree journal bearing options to suit your power goals from 200 up to 3,000 horsepower. To help turbocharge your vehicle, Aeroflow Performance also have a large range of turbocharger accessories. From steam pipe turbo manifolds, external wastegates and intake and exhaust solutions, you can have your car boosted in no time. For a full listing, check out aeroflowperformance.com.
Not slow.
Not difficult.
Not just ticking boxes.
Not a bank.
Talk to Australia's real-life non-bank for home loans, car loans, personal loans. Pepper Money, the home of loan options.
BikeReview.com.au is Australia's leading website for performance and modified motorcycles. BikeReview.com.au is the only motorcycle-focused website to feature motorcycle drag racing on a regular basis. And in the words of editor Jeff Ware, our involvement with Sydney Dragway is our way of putting back into one of our favourite sports. BikeReview.com.au.
Aeroflow Performance provides a wide range of high-quality performance products for racers, street machines and hot rodders.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as On Man gets towed off the pad, let's give him a round of applause, guys. Two killer skids there from On Man. Well, just while we get the pad cleaned up, I just want to do a quick shout out. There's a young lady sitting up the top of Kids Corner. Up the top there, she's got like a big Mick Brusher finger. In the purple pants, you got the big limiter finger. Hold it up. Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, if Mick Brasher is watching the telecast, Mick, as a young burnout fan for decades to come, you are a legend. Love it. Oh, we got another young fella down the front here as well. He's got the limiter finger. Ah, great stuff there from Woodfree. All right, next up we got Dirty VS. It sure knows how to put on a great skid from the Mang City group. Well, 2 tyres off there for Dirty VS. Next up on the pad, we got Mr. Grumpy, sponsored by Gimley's Mechanical and Oz Media Photography. Don't forget, guys, coming up next month here at Sydney Dragway, we do have round 2 of the National Drag Racing Championship. Top Fuel Funny Car back here at Sydney Dragway. We love our nitro. Great skid there from Mr. Grumpy. Plenty of smoke. All right, from Mr. Grumpy, we've got Mr. Sandy. Also sponsored by Gimley's Mechanical. Great stuff there from Mr. Sandy. Both tyres are off. Okay, can I have everybody's attention, please, in the venue? If your name is Stephanie Lee, your wallet has been handed in at the merchandise area. So if you could make your way up there, please. Stephanie Lee, your wallet has been handed into the merchandise area. So if you go up there and the ladies will check that it's you, and then you'll get your wallet back. So that's Stephanie Lee. All right, guys, just while we wait for this next group to make their way out, we're going to get a few words from our sponsors. You're here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday.
Stay informed, up to date and entertained thanks to the Western Weekender. The Western Weekender is Penrith's leading free and local newspaper, delivering the best content from on-the-ground journalists and providing businesses with direct access to potential customers. News, sport, entertainment, puzzles and so much more. The Western Weekender is the heartbeat of Penrith and it's out every Thursday. Get your free copy at selected locations in the area, home delivered, or check out westernweekender.com.au.
I've chosen to use VP Racing fuel since I was a teenager racing motocross, which was 21 years ago now. I just have a really personal trust with VP Racing fuels.
Running on the ragged edge of blowing up and not, a lot of it has to do with the race fuel, and that's what we rely on, VP Racing fuels.
VP has been making racing fuel for 43 years. They're the official fuel of multiple top series globally. No matter where we are in the world, no matter what fuel we need, it's always consistent, it's always perfect and exactly what we're expecting and our tuners expecting. They support myself, my Drift Alliance bros, and for that, I'm extremely thankful. Keep making amazing fuels, and we'll keep out there having fun.
Well, welcome back to Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday here at Sydney Dragway. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, welcome, guys. So far, so good. It has been a fantastic night here. Plenty more skids still to come. If you're watching at home and you're thinking, damn, I should have come out, yes, you should have. It was a good night. But we've got plenty more cars still to come. Each car gets 2 skids. Touch wood, providing they don't break. And to kick us off for this next group will be Wild 6. Great skid there from the Commodore. Great to see some up-and-comers doing a great job here at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday. Great stuff there from the Commodore. Yeah, Forrest just going over to check the car quickly. Maybe just a little bit of flame underneath the bonnet. Give him a round of applause, Sydney, while he's out of the car. I don't want to sound biased, but the not that I'm biased, because those people that come here to Sydney Dragway regularly know that I'm a Mazda fan, but the Fords seem to be holding together a little bit better than the Holdens tonight. We're going to get this car off the pad. Our next car, for only second skid ever on the burnout pad, will be AU Clapped. His first skid was excellent. Let's see how he goes on this next one. Great stuff there from AU Clapped. Only second skid on the pad. All right, next up we got ADHD VS back out for his second skid, and he's got his bum riding shotgun. Ah, great skid there. I'll tell you what, the first lot of skids, well, they were a warm-up. This time, they're going hell for leather. 80HD VS with his mum in the car. Great effort there. All right, next up on the pad, we've got Jonathan Bartolo in Heaps Legit. And as I said earlier, one of the members of the Burnout Mafia. Great skid there for Jonathan in Heaps Legit. All right, guys, all the way up, I just found out from Wollongong. He actually drove the car an hour and a half here. Hey, Feds. Great stuff there from Hate Feds. Drove it an hour and a half up from Wollongong, skidded it, drive it home. Oh, both tyres off there for Husey. Just before he heads out, we got the hoodlum. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'll take that as him being pumped. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for the hoodlum. About to come out in the Bellina. Let's see if the hoodlum can get some tyres off. Current Sydney, let's give him some applause to see if he can get those tyres off. All right, next up on the pad, guys, we've got Fabio about to come out for a skid. Oh, man, that was close. He's got 18 seconds to get those tyres off, or at least a tyre. 10 seconds to go. I don't think he's going to get it. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Fabio. Certainly throwing the Commodore around the pad. Wouldn't look too out of place on a drift track. Well, he certainly tried to get tyres off, but next time he save it. All right, Neil Lentil coming out now and Smoko. City Dragway, put your hands together for Neil in Smoko. Christian just told me earlier that Lola should be back out for the next burnout event we have here, just trying to get his gearbox sorted. And Lola will be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got our next group coming out. Hate this. Coming out for his second skid. That beautiful looking ute, Too Easy, on its way back out as well. 0 Fs, good to see that car back out as well. One sus VP. Great stuff there from Hate This. And great stuff there from the Kalidi Clothing Company Burnout Group. Always putting on a fantastic show here at Sydney Dragway. All right, next up on the pad, we've got Too Easy, this beautiful looking yellow ute. Let's see if he can get this thing restarted. He's still got a minute and a half left. Good solid skid there from Too Easy, the Maximum Shine Detailing sponsored ute. All right, next up, 0Fs. Good solid burnout there from Zero Fs. Next up, we've got a 1 Sus VP about to come out now. Oh, there's a bit of a fire there. Well, a bit unfortunate there for 1 Sus VP. I'd just like to say a quick hello to a gentleman who's watching from Poland, Fritzl Garage. G'day guys, hope you're enjoying the action from here in Sydney at Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday. Great to see our international viewers are tuning in to all the action. The kettle is boiled. Good solid skid though there from the Commodore. All right, next up on the pad, he's pumped. He's ready to go, ladies and gentlemen. LS Hater is about to hit the pad. All right, guys, AU clapped, coming out for another run on the pad. Good strong burnout there from AU Clapped. All right, guys, I think the Mad Dog, this is his last skid in this body. This wagon is being retired. I think this is going to be a huge one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes tonight's Aeroflow Tyre Thrashing Thursday for this evening. What a way to round out the night with a great skid from the Mad Dog. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for attending the event tonight. To all our competitors, well done, guys. Great effort on the pad from everybody, to everybody up in the crowd from the Burnout family. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you next time here at Sydney Dragway. Please get home safe. Just remember, guys, no skidding in the car park. Okay, and when you're on your way out, guys, please be careful. The boys in blue are out and about. We want everybody back for our next big burnout event we have here at Sydney Dragway.